I keep having this dream. It starts out as a dream. I'm sitting in a chair, just a regular, comfortable chair. Well, kind of like this one. And I'm talking to someone, a casual conversation, just like this. I'll start telling them about that day. It was a beautiful fall day, sunny, not a cloud in the sky. Just the right amount of crispness in the air. There was a carnival at the park down by this town square. My daughter's begging me to take her. I was really busy working on a work project. I tried to put her off, but I couldn't resist those enormous sky blue eyes of hers. So I told her we could go, but just for a couple of hours. She ran and got her blue sweater, and out the door we went. We were having a great time. She was riding all the rides. In my dream, I could hear her squealing with laughter. We were strolling down the midway and stopped to get some cotton candy, blue of course. My cell phone rang. It was work. It's about the project. I only took my eyes off of her for a few seconds. But I looked back. She was gone. I tell myself not to panic. She's just right around the corner. Look. Call her name. No answer. I start running, looking everywhere, calling her name again and again, louder, louder, crashing into people. I see a flash of blue in the corner of my eye. And I take off after it. And I turn a corner, and there she is. And someone's holding her hand, leading her away. I'm running as fast as I can, screaming her name. And then I trip and fall. I wake up. And I'm sitting in a chair. Just a regular, comfortable chair. Kind of like this one. And I'm talking to someone, casual conversation, just like this.
I was sitting on my porch when I heard the dogs making a ruckus. I grabbed my shotgun. I went to see what the commotion was all about. As I rounded the corner of the house, I saw bright lights going back and forth, making a weird sound like rear, rear. Then I saw it. A huge football-shaped spaceship. I turned around to go back in the house, and 6 aliens appeared out of nowhere. They had oblong heads with big eyes, round heads and pointy chins. Kind of like that actor, Nicolas Cage, only not so scary. Anyway, they took me on their spaceship and began to do unspeakable things to me. They poked and prodded. Then they took a large metal pole and shoved it up my pooper. It was so embarrassing, humiliating. So how was that? When do I get paid?
Every week when I come here, I pass right by the Piggly Wiggly. Can't see that cute little pink pig in that white hat without remembering Mary. Worked in that store 27 years together. About the only place in town that had jobs back then. Not like much more opened up and stayed around too long over the years. There was Red Cap and Busy Bee. Well, I wasn't much into food service, what with being allergic to lemons and all. It'll wreck your hand slicing all them lemons for sweet tea. Guess it was about as good a place as any for getting a regular paycheck. Mary. we was just about as good friends as you can get. We was pregnant together, raised our babies together. She lost one in the war, and I lost one to meth. Lost a few good men between us, too. One to cancer, one when Brown and Root exploded. 3 lowlifes just up and walked out. Well, after a while, when the kids went off, it made sense just to move in. Not sure whether she was my friend, my sister, my mother, or my daughter. Most of the time, she would just marry. Always there to pick me up, vice versa. She never much of a driver. Then when her eyes went, she had no business being in the car. It was a regular Tuesday. Thought she'd be coming home from the store with a fresh pack of cigs. I was sitting on the porch when the trooper pulled up. Anyways, every week I pass right by the Piggly Wiggly on the way to get my soft serve. Been coming like clockwork since this DQ opened in '86. It's my one vice. Well, outside of my cigs. And I'd been asking for God to send me a sign. Tell me Mary's gonna be okay. And she made it up there, you know. That's just what I was doing that day. Looking up at the sky. They don't call it big sky country for nothing. I pulled out the drive-through like I always do these days. Used to go in, but the wheelchair doesn't go up the curb anymore. I can just as well eat in the car. Just then I was remembering her hands. The way they clench up tight when she was mad and get all veiny and all. I saw it. I looked right up into the sky and I saw it. A cloud. Perfect shape of heart.
You want to know what I think? I don't know. It's just one of those things. I guess I was just a kid trying to fit in. My sister now, she was the star. Yeah. My parents really loved her, you know. Always made good grades, hung out with the cool kids. Got a car on her Sweet 16. We pretty much got along, I guess. I mean, if you could say pulling her hair once a week and sabotaging her dates every chance I got, yeah, we were okay. Looking back, I think it'd be fair to say I was jealous. Not of her, but of the attention. You know? My parents always paid so much attention to her. They didn't even know I was around sometimes. They were both talkers. Man, could they talk. It was a Thursday and it was bitter cold. I came home from school to tell Mom and Dad about my report card. Yeah. Loser again. Got D's on everything but PE. Well, Dad lost it and slapped me across the face. Knocked me on the ground. Well, I got up. I looked over at my mother, grabbed this ugly Tahitian sculpture from the table and hit my father over the head with it 7 times. Then I did the same to my mother. They didn't say much after that. Yeah. I guess it was a little extreme. Gosh, my sister gave him that sculpture.